there's not much time today, but we're gonna get started and try to get through a bit of what I've got to get done left. I've only got one more day, really, to work on this. I might have Sunday, so we'll see what happens. Today, I've got to get through a problem that I ran into yesterday. When testing the inventory system using a thing on a thing, I found out that all of the inventory spaces think that they hold this item. And I don't want that. I want there to be different items in each of these. Oh, breakpoint. Why did I breakpoint there? Anyway. Right. I also have to make it so that it deselects the item that we have selected at some point. Yeah. I have to make it remove an item. Here, let me actually... I completely covered up my whiteboard here. Let me make a list so I know what I'm doing. And I haven't done my to-do list on this in a while. I got rid of the to-do list. Because I keep forgetting to update it. Alright. So. Fix duplicate item selection. I need to remove item from inventory on use. And I also will need to deselect item when clicking on space again, or when using on object that doesn't work. Right. That should do for a to-do list. It's a good to-do list for the day. This pass doesn't need to be here, so I can get rid of that. So we have, for some reason, is this the button? This is the toolbox. No, this is the sewing kit that I want. I need the inventory spaces. No, I'm pretty sure scripts, I believe I read somewhere that scripts were resources, and because scripts are resources, if you make multiple instances, they're all kind of doing the same thing. If you make multiple instances of a scene, then they basically each have the same script. Unless you do like an inheritance thing. So I might have to make separate scripts for each of these. That sounds kind of terrible. I don't really want to do that. I would rather have it instantiate scripts that do their own thing. Can I add an instance of a script? I guess I could dip into resource and do an add, but it sounds really hacky. Is it just because of the first one, or does it work if I do it on the second one too? Let's go to inventory real quick. Where do I add this? Let's put it in 1. I can't do that. I specifically made it so I couldn't do that. Dang. Okay, better idea. What if this is a toolbox? Or sorry, a thread. Okay, interesting. It still thinks that it has item 0. What if I swap these? Is it just getting the last one, maybe? It's just saying 0. Why is it always 0? What if I never put a key in there? What's happening? The door is blocked. What's happening? Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm testing something. Sorry if this is loud. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I was on the right actual microphone. I remember yesterday, this microphone, for some reason, it got really loud. And I don't know why exactly. It seems like it's still pretty loud, actually. Like, me just talking normally goes into the red almost. And I've got it at negative 10 decibels, but I don't think it did that before. That was strange. Oh well. Anyway. So it's always 0 for some reason, no matter what I change it to. Why is that? We're getting held item. Where's my printout? Is it in here? Because I did, yeah, this. I pass item through to it. It's probably, it might be how I'm passing the item through. I just want to send a signal with some information. I'm confused why that's not actually a thing that you can do. Maybe they just haven't implemented it yet, but there are plans to. The method of handling it's a little convoluted. If you were here yesterday, I did try that. You basically have to do this. Or you get the held item that your object has, and then you have to make an arguments array. Why did I make this public? Why is this class level? Let me see what the parent is. Remote color rect. That shouldn't be there anymore, I don't think. I just didn't think the held item is 0. Does it show me parent as part of the transform, maybe, or part of the control? I don't see anything. Oh, that's not helpful. I could add a printout instead. Maybe that will give me a little bit more information that I'm looking for. Stop it. No breakpoints. Inventory space, color 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's getting the right parents. Maybe this needs to be global and the inventory interaction needs to be the... I need to make this inherit from it. And then have the button be the top instead of the texture, the rect. Baton. Maybe it being part of the color rect is throwing things off. But, I mean, inheriting from color rect surely will cause this to inherit. Now, it can't inherit from the other thing, because it needs to be texture button in order to function. There's no way it would work otherwise. Is there a way that I can make this... Is there a way that I can combine them? I could. Because I'm only using... I have the texture button here. And this does update sprite. And that affects the texture button. So I mean, I could just change it here. And I could just say oh, hold on. You know what? In case this doesn't work, I need to comment things out instead of deleting them. Oh, I'm in remote. No wonder. Where's make root? Make scene root. And this gets called by something in inventory, if I remember correctly. Where did I copy that? text that I was waiting for. Nope. Never mind. I'm almost out of monster. That caffeine shall flow through my veins, and I shall fall asleep anyway. I should probably just add this, regardless of whether it's in there. Why did I only copy that? Give me one less thing to look at, please. Ah, that's what I did. Okay. I see. That was the whole thing. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't think I need to update anything here, though. Do I ever get a specific access to the button? I think I do when I set them up. Yeah. But instead, I can just do this. And instead of doing this, why can't I just do this? Right? It's a texture button. Do I even need this signal? Oh, I needed it because I passed it information. I think that's why I did it. Yeah, I wanted when pressed, I wanted to send my own signal that I could bind information to. Can I not just do that with pressed though? I'd probably not. I guess not. Oh, wait a minute. This is happening on ready, isn't it? Which means I'm getting the held item at ready, which is 0. That's what's going wrong. But that means that I can't... I can't send the information until it's... Okay. Emitting the signal isn't going to work then. But now that I have held item directly... Which means I can't do any of this then. Whoops, not that one. Oh, I can't select multiple lines. Which if I'm not using those for anything, why do I need them? Well, how did I get here? By letting the days go by. I think I made this joke yesterday, and I used the term joke loosely. Problem is I need to get which node sent the signal. Otherwise, I have to know which node sent the signal. Godot for get node that sent, or that emitted signal. You rarely need to. Oh, there's a bind. That's right. I remember coming across this yesterday, but I didn't exactly know how to implement it with how it was working. So I could still do item. Does bind update it later though? Because if I'm binding it while it's not set, won't I have the same problem? Dependency injection. So I guess a connect. Where's the emission go though? What? Hold on, this person makes an argument in their signal, but then in order to explain it, they make a new function that emits the signal, and then they never use that function anywhere. Oh, because they set it in the inspector, that's why. No wonder I can't see it. They didn't include it in their code. Zuby. I don't entirely understand how they did this. Oh, here, you know what? Let me pull this here so I'm not just talking to myself in blank space. That's what I'm good at. Extends button, whichever button it is. Signal button pressed. So they have a custom one. Oh, they do actually define. I don't think I did that with mine. I did a binding relator. Okay, so you can give a signal a variable. Or variant, I think is what they're called in Godot. Hold on, Godot signal. Let me just go to the actual signal documentation instead of trying to decipher other people's code. Signals are a first-class type since Godot 4, meaning you can pass them around as methods and arguments directly without having to pass them as strings. Okay, that doesn't say that I can pass anything through them, though. Add arguments to the callback and set options. You can toggle the mode in the Windows bottom right by clicking the advanced button. When connecting signals to the editor's node dock, in the editor's node dock, you can use two modes. So the advanced view lets you add arguments in that portion. Signal can optionally declare one or more arguments. Okay, it is official. Okay, good. Wow. I don't know why I didn't just look at the inventory. I read the inventory. I don't know why I didn't just look at the documentation to begin with. That would have made things a whole lot easier. Var item. I'm only drinking. I had like a quarter left of this one. Only drinking that portion of it because I'm only streaming for like 4 hours today. I didn't realize I had such little time until it was too late. Let me respond to a message real quick. Response done. Bin. Oh, let me pull this into my other window set. That's not my other window set, you fool. That's my other window set. Can't put the other window set in the other window set. Don't even get me started on the other window set. Lots of tabs. Infinite tabs. When I was at work, I would have I had different desktops. I forget what the key combination is, but you can add desktops and switch between them with a hotkey press. So you'll have multiple virtual desktops, and I would have like 3 or 4 different projects that I was working on at the same time. So I would swap between them with the desktops, and they would each have like 40 tabs open in a browser window somewhere. Because I needed all of those tabs. Like they all had information that I was going to need later that week or something. Or that day even. Like it was something that I was actively working on. And then I had like a hub one too. That was like, okay, here's all of my jumping off points. These are all of my this is where my main workspace is. This is where Azure DevOps sits, so that I can like go in and check all of my tasks for the overall see the big picture view. And then if I needed to go into an individual project, then I'd switch to the other desktop and it would have that project open. It was a good system. Took up a lot of power, but it was a good system. I never shut my computer down. Just kidding. I would shut my computer down like once a week. I would shut it down for the weekends because I wasn't there. Why would I let it run? Unless I was running a test. I would run automated tests over the weekends. That saved a lot of time. Sometimes they would crash, though, partway through. There were a lot of situations where we were waiting on a fix to come through for a crash. Expected parameter name. It's called item, you dingus. There were a lot of times, yeah, we were waiting for like a fix to come through or something. And that fix was imperative for us actually. Oh, I named it var, that's why. It was imperative for us to actually run the game. There would be some situation that we didn't know exactly what the cause was that would cause something to crash. Maybe. The group is talking about Valheim for tonight. And what we're gonna do. It's possible that John might not be joining us, but we're talking. We have a few mods that we've installed that will be good quality of life stuff. I believe one of them lets you pick things up that would normally sink underwater. I think there's like a fast crafting one, so you don't have to wait for the bar to fill up because that bar is kind of useless. There's a couple. I don't remember the full list.
The most annoying channel points rewards.
Oh.
The Prince Vade.
Hello, Hunter. I was just talking about you. And John. And the mods. Speaking of mods, you're here. But we added more, like more weapons. More weapons does sound like fun. I like the idea of more weapons. We're very limited with what we have. Why am I so loud? We're limited with what we have right now, but I don't know how many weapons we I don't know how many weapons we'll get in the future, I guess. I don't know what's available in base Valheim past the point that we're at. Iron. I know that there's probably some like chitin or serpent scale stuff maybe. There's probably a new metal in either the mountains or the plains that we can get to. That's about it. Like 5 to 6 per stage, boss by a mage. Okay. 5 to 6 different weapons. I assume of different types as well. Probably get like one weapon of each type. Although I guess they might introduce new types because I don't think we had well, no, we had spears at the beginning, but we didn't have pole arms at the beginning. Wood axe. A big axe. Ooh, I like big axes. I've heard that clubs are pretty OP. The big axe. Nice. I think we technically had like a hammer at one point, I think. Because I think the stag breaker or whatever was a big hammer. I don't know if we get anything else that's hammer style. You have 120 iron. Did you go raiding dungeons? Okay. I see. That explains that. Stubborn say. The signal being named that. Oh no, it's the item. Held item. Did you raid all the dungeons that were on the same island as the Bone Mass then? Or did you find another swamp? Ah, okay. I need to play some Valheim in my off time as well. Well, rather maybe I should stream some Valheim. Of me just playing off the regular Thursdays. If I'm gonna play it, I might as well stream it. Unless I'm doing something really boring. But I usually even stream the boring stuff anyway. Somebody likes it. Me. I like the boring stuff. Now that I don't have a job, it would be easier for me to do it, so I mean, I don't know why I haven't been, other than the schedule. My schedule. Alright, let's try that. See if this does anything. It doesn't like that. Cannot convert from argument 1. Cannot convert argument 1 from Boolean to callable? From Boolean? This? This is not a Boolean. That's also not a Boolean. Boolean? Why here? Is connect. Does connect give me a Boolean? Oh, wait, hold on. Is this part of the button itself? Close documents. Hold on. Property, button pressed. Okay. Also, that's not the name of a function. I don't know why I named it like that. I don't want to name this on button pressed, though, because I've already got that as the signal. Emit. Sure, we'll call it that. I don't really like that name, but I'd rather have it work. That's not quite right. Huh. Something's different. What changed? Oh, because I said, oh no. I do need to change this, actually. It won't change what I'm thinking about, which is the anchors. But it will... What? Where are they? Oh, why are they here? Didn't I make them 0, 0 or something? Well, that didn't help. And the button is now no longer responding. What have I done to you? Detach script. Save. Just so that I can be certain that I'm not getting any residual functionality involving that. The inventory must be having trouble placing them. I think they're probably being put all on top of each other now. Which is not ideal. That is not what I want at all. I am just getting a generic control, so it should be able to recognize the texture button as the thing that it's taking, since it inherits control. And then I think it figures out that it's a button down the line, because it has the ability to connect this. Well, I haven't proven that yet. I guess I shouldn't say that. Plus, it can't even put them in the right spot. So maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't recognize it. Oh, texture button is the size of the entire screen. That's not quite right. Texture button should be the size of... Why did it get so big? When did it get so lorg? I'm still unsure where the anchors are actually supposed to go. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. Where is the option for layering? Visibility is not exactly what I care about. I need the button collider to be on top. Or maybe I can layer the inventory space to be below the button. The butt on. Layout direction. No. Nah. Apparently there's no layer for this. Oh, ordering. Wow. Brilliant. That didn't work. Is that just visible? That's just visual. That doesn't affect where the actual button is. Can I not tell it to be in front? It's not even updating it properly. Maybe I make this button. What if I make that specifically a texture button? Does it understand that? No. What's test inventory? Packed scene. Do I need to reapply the packed scene? Probably not, because it definitely knows what it is. It's already got it. I don't need to apply that again. Yeah, it already knows it. I can do it just for giggles, I guess. See if it changes anything. No. Yeah. All right, Google. Help me. Help me, Google. Godot 4. Move button. Can't click button. Let's see where that happens. Is there anything in front of it? Yeah, probably. Make sure your control nodes are set to mouse filter ignore. Ah, that probably helps. Because I can take this. Mouse. Filter ignore. Let's try that. Oh, that's causing errors. Error calling from signal pressed. Method expects one argument but called 0. Excuse me? Oh, that's in CBB. She plush plush. Okay, I'm looking at the mod. What does it come with? That's a lot of things. Oh, there's hammers. Schwartz. Some of these are fantasy as hell. I didn't realize I was playing Final Fantasy. I wonder if it tells you on each weapon whether they're from base Valheim or not. I think that's the main thing I want to know is like I'm curious what just base Valheim has. That's a bow made of spines. That's pretty sick. Those are bombs. I saw recently that they released something. The developers of Valheim, they've released something on like an early access update, I think, for Valheim. But you have to go on the experimental server in order to get it to work. I don't know when they're actually going to drop that. So at some point, yeah, all of our mods may break. Given that it's in the experimental, it's probably months away. But, you know. Expected one argument called with 0. And this... It was a problem with the emission of the signal. I gave it an item. The item that we have might be 0. I don't have an inventory item for empty. Maybe that's part of the problem. Inventory item 2. 2? I'm not adding thread, am I? Oh, I am adding thread. Alright. I'm gonna change these negative ones to empty now that I've added it. Okay, that should handle that. Blah 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 blah. There's so many games that I want to play. Oh, this broke. Invalid access to index 2 on... You couldn't get index 2? On... Oh. No, you couldn't. That's my bad. Oh, my bad. Because that would be this. Which means... Oh, geez. Why did I do it like that? Let's instead drop that at the end. Or, no, you know what, rather, let's keep that at the start. If it's empty, pass. It will attempt... Is it attempting to access it directly? Yeah, it is. I could give it a... Here, you know what? I do want it to append something. I just want it to append null. So then I can actually check to see if there is an image on it, if I ever need to do that. Held item is 2. That should be fine. Alright, we still expect an argument and we don't have one. We also have the problem of it's not there. You can't see it. Error calling from signal pressed. Signal pressed. Does pressed require? Oh, pressed might require it having a boolean. Shouldn't. It doesn't. Okay. Toggled would require a boolean. Method expects one argument called with... No, it doesn't. Select inventory space. Expects one argument is the problem, I guess, then. And it should be getting one. The connection doesn't need to be made with the argument, does it? It should be the emission that gets... Yeah. Signal can option to declare one or more arguments. Specify the argument names between the parentheses. Yeah. I done did that. I done did do that right up here. I even told you what type it was. Look at how generous I am. Signal argument shows up in the editor's node doc. Godot can use them to generate callback functions for you. However, you still emit any number of arguments when you emit signals. You can still emit any number of arguments when you emit signals, so it's up to you to emit the correct values. Makes sense to me. I was pretty sure I was doing that, but I guess not. I probably don't need this. Maybe that's why it's happening. No, because I don't want to call this, because then it will emit it whenever it connects it, and I don't want that to happen. So this is connected to this, so when this gets pressed, it emits a signal that calls this, that emits a signal that calls whatever's inside of this, and it should pass it this, but it isn't. Held item has values. It has a value in it. I know it does. It's right there. It says 2. It knows that it is a value of 2. Ay. So let me go to the inventory. Where's the emission? Or where's the select? Where's the Didn't even breakpoint on that. Why does it think? What? I guess it would technically be considered an object. I shouldn't have to set this manually. Why does it think it's got a boolean? Item integer. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Because it's part of an enum. So it's not even... It doesn't seem like it's even reaching here. It's like it's not even reading this. Is there a way that... How do I connect it so that it is... Do I have to connect it via code, or do I have to connect it via the inspector? I can't connect it via the inspector because I'm instantiating it in the main. It doesn't exist here yet because I don't know how many I'm going to be adding. I could manually place them there, I guess. I guess I made this more complicated than I should have. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Somebody apparently had the problem of not knowing how to send a signal without parameters. People are different. I might have to take a break here in a second. I know I've only been live for an hour and a half. I'm doing a lot in the next, like, 4 days. This was too convoluted of a request, I guess. It doesn't know what it's giving me. Having trouble connecting custom signals to arguments. Maybe this is it. Oh, hold on. That might have explained some problems. Does this need to have the argument? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. This is the one that it's connected to, right? It's not connected to... It's not connected to this function. And it's not connected to pressed, is it? Well, hold on, it might actually... Is it still connected to press? That would do it. Oin. Let me just in case. Should just be a matter of visuals now, yeah? Oh, the breakpoint. Oh, the breakpointing. Stop. What's wrong? Inventory space selected with the item of 2. Okay. Nothing uses 2 yet. I can't click on this one for some reason, but I can click on this one. Interesting. Okay, well, it seems that the emission is now working, and all of this doesn't need to exist anymore. Gosh, that script has been cleaned up pretty well. Actually, this whole thing has been cleaned up pretty well, because now I'm missing a script here that I used to have too. Speaking of which. Get out of here. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. But I do want to copy that name out. No. Stop. There you go. I'm trying to make the standard that I'm going for at different levels, I guess. So I want scripts to be in the like, I guess this is snake case, I'm not sure. Everything lowercase with the underscores. And then I want scenes to be in Pascal. This is probably something I should be applying camel case to. Maybe camel case should be script, honestly, but then at a different layer, the variables inside should be, they'll also probably be using snake case. That, I feel like that might cause problems later down the line, because then I'll have a snake case script followed by a snake case variable, which might get really confusing. So I might need to make what you have called snake case is snake case. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm still kind of new to Python. I don't know. I'm sure that there are already standards for putting these kinds of things in anyway, but I don't know what they are. All right. Tell you what. Now that I've got that working, it's probably best that I take a little break. I have a phone call to make, though, as well as getting myself some more water. So it might be a bit. It's probably going to be a little bit of a longer break before I get back. Hopefully, it won't last too long. Back in a jiffy. Boo. I'm back. Let's get back to it. So I had tested my new logic. Oh, yes! It actually does separate them out too. Perfect. Okay. Now that I know that I can actually use signals like that, that's very nice. Wonderful. Each instance now knows what the heck it actually has inside of it also. Because it just has it itself. It's not getting it at ready and then never getting it ever again. Neat. Alright. Alright. Why did I hide the sewing kit? Interesting ideas. Wait, but the sewing kit works, doesn't it? Yeah, it gave me a second toolbox. You can't see it. Anyway, I should fix those visuals, huh? Can I click on the toolbox? Yeah, okay. There's just no functionality for if I click on it with something else. I think it puts a thing in my inventory, but it doesn't actually show it or anything. I think it prints a message out in here, and that's it. No. No. So how do how? Oh, I made it public, that's why. I expejorted it. Because I figured, why not? Tell you what, I'll do it with the toolbox too. Might as well. Wonder bar. The good news is that once I can get everything in here and actually get them interacting with each other, it's basically just writing these little functions here to restrict their individual functionality. I pretty much just have to say you can only do a thing if this thing interacts with you, and it says okay, and then that'll just fill out the flowchart basically. For the most part. I still have to do the actual doll interaction, which I have gotten nowhere close to. Ugh. Let me delete these. Alright. Visuals time. Texture button is currently being hidden. Still being hidden. Is this actually being set to the image? Is the image getting set up properly? Hang on, what do my remotes look like? Does globals have? Where are the pictures? Oh. What? But why not? It's not setting... Yeah, okay. It should be appending a space with null. It's not setting it to null. Got it. It appends null to it. Okay. Can I see... Okay, array size is 1. Has a null. Good. Then it should be 2, and then it should be 3. Yep, that's a picture. Those are pictures, all right. And then it says pass, and then it says pass, and then it says pass, and then it says pass. And then it says, I'm done. Okay, okay. And then it runs it again? Why? Where am I coming from? Global's ready. Why is it running ready again? It's running ready twice. Yeah, this array is size 4. With 2 nulls in it. Is it just gonna get filled up with nulls? Does it have... Is it running ready as many times as there are things? Oh, it's running ready for all 4 of these. Why is it running ready on globals? Am I running that manually somewhere? And it just happens to be inside of a for loop? No, there's nothing in inventory about it. Tap, 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 tap. Pop, 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 pow. It's like every time one of the... Every time one of the inventory spaces calls, or like makes a reference rather to globals, it makes a new globals, or it says globals is ready again. These don't have their own individual globals, does it? They shouldn't. No. Okay. Uh-huh. So what the heck? 1, 2. What? 1, 2. Okay, so why? Why does it run globals twice? Is it because I have a node and I have? Oh, globals isn't actually in here. Wait, so this node is globals then? Where is this interactive object coming from? The only interactive objects should be these. Where's this one? Why is this here? It's like my remote scene is old compared to my current scenes, despite the fact that I've saved them. Okay, maybe this one's being put in here because it's a script reference? Because like I inherit from interactive object. But that's not how that... Oh, maybe I don't... Wait, why is this named inventory space? Oh, maybe that's part of the problem. This is not an inventory space, this is an interactive object. This is an inventory space. It was a naming problem? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think Godot is breaking right now. Nope, never mind, it's saved. Oh, right, I can't... I'm in remote. No wonder I can't see it. Okay. But that shouldn't be breaking... It's not breaking anything functionally, because this should still be... Yeah, it's still linked to the same thing, it's just called this. But it still leads to the same script. Oh, these are sorted in alphabetical, aren't they? If you have a script set as global as well as being attached to a node, you will get 2 instances of it, which looks like it's running ready twice. Oh, it's not on its own node, it's in main. I put it in main, not the state. The country. The crunchy. Maybe that's why that's happening. That doesn't explain why it's still running it for every single... Because it's running this 4 times. If I remember correctly. Well, it didn't run it at all there. Well, that's pretty impressive, man. It was only twice, okay. Alright, let's get rid of it. That shit you're carrying? Get rid of it. Okay. Good to see. Good to know. How did I end up getting 4 of these, though? I guess I only got 2 of those, and then it was these 2 added on top of it. But it ran it like another iteration lower. Maybe it's because these are passes. No, because it was working before. That doesn't matter. Pop to the top. Throw away your inhibition. Why am I hitting this so many times? Oh, it's getting it for the children too. There we are. Think of the children. How's my background? I worked really hard on it. Mistakes. Properties or functions. Okay. I'll allow it. I still don't have images showing up for some reason, despite the fact that they are in there. They just don't appear on the button, and I don't know why. I know it's probably because it's getting rendered before the actual background is. I could solve that by implementing my transparent background with a border, I guess. If I run self-modulate and I make this transparent. Okay, stop that. It is there. So it is literally just an ordering issue. Can I make this -1 and have it... Or will it appear behind the... Well, okay, hold on. This isn't a good example. Ah, there we are. Easy peasy. So I guess if it's 0, it still counts it as being higher than 1, which is an interesting layering technique. Not sure why it does that, but it does. You're supposed to start with a key. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody on the floor. I kind of want to keep working on this one after the jam is done just to get it in another functional state. This one I kind of want to just get functional. I don't think I'm going to get it like spruced up very much. But I at least want it to work, you know? I do enjoy getting to work with, although it's not necessarily a proper method of implementing an inventory system, it is a very basic way of doing it, and it is experience nonetheless. This will help me with my 3D project too. checking a few things. Don't mind me. Okay. I think that's one of these marked off, actually. Duplicate item selection has been resolved. I don't think that's exactly a descriptor for it, but at least I know what I meant. I do have next to remove an item from the inventory when used. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. You know what I should do too, just so that I can verify that it's actually doing the thing. I know it's doing the thing based on the numbers that I get printed out in the console, but a visual representation would be good too. Great. It didn't do anything. Why not? Key, all right. What? Oh. Oh, it's probably because I'm not. Yeah. I'm not actually running the update after that, I guess. Nope. There we go. That would do it. Wave Wesh. Stop that. I'm done with you. I don't want to play with you anymore. Ta-da! That's a pry bar, and this is a needle and thread. I feel like these images might be a little backwards, but oh well. They're placeholders anyway. Oi. Let's see here. No, I want toolbox? Maybe I do want interactive object. No, I want inventory. I'm trying to remove an item from the inventory. So upon I should have a remove inventory item. Now the problem is, I don't know which inventory item I was using. Because I don't know which inventory item the toolbox takes away. I don't know which one it uses in the inventory system. The space. No, the toolbox knows which inventory item it needs to be used on it. So I should be able to pass hang on, did I? Yeah, okay. While I'm here, I just want to go ahead and add one of these to it on player interaction. Just so that I can get my flavor text in while I'm doing this. Well, I guess it's not flavor text. This is more of like an instruction. We'll just say it appears to be locked. A key might fit here. A crowbar. Aight. It doesn't know what inventory item it was, though. The inventory... It knows what the item was. The toolbox knows what the item was that interacted with it, but it doesn't know what inventory slot it was in, so it can't tell the inventory what slot it should remove an item from. The inventory has to know that when it gets the signal. I mean, I know that it's the toolbox that's being opened, and I know what the toolbox had to open it. I don't know where that's at. Currently, that could either be in 2 or... No, the toolbox can get opened from 1. But the inventory spots can, like, switch places. Because whenever I have the choice of opening the toolbox or the sewing kit first, with what I've got set up here. So you can swap the positions of the things that you get from them. I need to prepare in advance for something like that happening. Selected in globals, I think, only has the information of the actual item itself. It doesn't have the space. But I could fix that. I could, instead of sending the item through, I could send the space, like the whole space. I could just send self through. And then I just have access to the entire space through that. Through that exchange there. It's like, oh, the player clicked on this space. Here's the currently selected inventory space. Yeah, I think so. I should also check to see if held item is not null in Shaw. Saps! Hello, Vanny. Yeah, more Godot. I'm doing another jam. Another wild jam. This one is a theme of haunted. And so I decided to go with a little bit more of a little bit harder approach than a platformer, I guess. I decided to make a point and click. But I wanted to make a point and click in which you could like pick up items and hold on to them too. Like a mini inventory. So things are more complex than I was expecting them to be. It's not much, but currently I've got 2 objects that I can like detect clicks on. Like, oh, this toolbox is locked. Then I open that up. That's a needle and thread, trust me, bro. And then I can click on this key and it's null, apparently. Oh, it's because I haven't finished doing that. I was in the middle of editing this. Because this doesn't need to send me held item anymore. This needs to send me self. It's very rudimentary right now. I've only really got like 1 more day to work on it because I'm going to be busy this weekend. So it's not going to be finished. But it's been fun. Oh, I got a cake out of that. Psych, it's a sewing kit. Psych, this is actually a pry bar. I don't have a way to deselect anything. I can't deselect anything. Oops. Wait, did I have 3 items? Was it just not showing me one of them? Oh, it's because I can't deselect anything that it wouldn't let me pick all 3 of them. Right. Right. I agree, Vinny. That is all that matters. Replace every instance. Did that replace them across scripts? No, it didn't. Godot is a little bit... leaves a little to be desired with its rename functions. I had, if I had somebody else doing art, I feel like it would look a little better at the least. But like I haven't even started doing any art. I did those little placeholder things. And most of the drawing that I've done for this game was just basic planning. Cuz I have hold on, I'll pull the I have a flowchart. And I think I might have gotten like 2 or 3 items. Well, the number of items that are in it doesn't really make it more complex, I guess. Because the interactions that I was experiencing, I kind of already was expecting. The interactions that I had thought I wanted in it were already kind of there. With just a few items. But yeah, here's my flowchart. You start with a key, you end by sewing everything and doing all the fix tasks. Yeah. And then I've got this down here, which is like more of a list view. That's a little bit more abstract. And UTG is used to get, and the R is repairs. It's a lot happening. But like implementing the flowchart was basically going to be inherent once I actually get the objects interacting with each other correctly, and I can lay down those like few functions that actually control what needs what to activate. It's a lot of just saying, oh, if you use this thing on that thing, well, it opens. If you use this thing on that thing, well, it removes one of the bindings. So it's just been a lot of trying to get an inventory system to work for the most part. And it's not properly created. I'm not using resources or scriptable objects. They're basically the same thing. So it's I know that's typically how things would go. I'm not really saving anything out. This is meant to be like a one and done session. No saving in this game. Am I in inventory? I am in inventory. So if the okay, so we have a space selected. So on toolbox opened, I want to remove inventory item. Yeah, maybe here. I've also just kind of been shoving everything in one script for the inventory. How's life been treating you? Could be better. No rough patch even after move. I see. Sorry to hear that, Vinny. I did see your message in the in the D&D channel today. But I'm not here this Saturday, unfortunately. No job is even looking at you? Ooh. I hear the market's pretty gross these days. Fair enough. Locals. I think I was... I don't know where I got local from. What? I'm on to you. That can be handled before that. I have a restriction right now that checks to make sure that items are in the furthest to the left space, basically. It pretty much, rather, it doesn't make sure that things are in the furthest to the left space. It makes sure that it checks the length of the inventory to make sure it's not full based on the furthest to the right space. Which means that I have to push everything as far to the left as it can go. I could stop that. Maybe. I don't know if that would be easier to stop that or if it would be easier to just do the push. Because to do the push, I have to go grab all the inventory spaces, see what has what, and then determine how I'm going to sort them. I'm thinking about dolling up my resume myself, Vinny, and trying to get back into the market. Especially because I don't exactly know what I'm doing for health insurance once my period ends. I need to go make sure that I actually have the ability to go get new health insurance just when my period ends, or if I have to wait until the there's like that period. It's now, actually, I think, whenever you go buy new health insurance, basically. Open enrollment. That stuff. I don't think I have to do open enrollment. I think I can just do it when my period's about to end. Did I get rid of the back check? It looks like I might have. There's no back check in this. Oh. Have you started making any mead, Vinny? Somebody came into chat yesterday and started talking about mead. Ooh. Nice, 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 nice. Are you gonna try to get the licenses to sell it? I think I'm good to go actually in here. What is habanero lemon? Ooh. Spicy alcohol. I think I can just do this and it works. Let's find out. Nope. Okay, I must have to update the updating of the visuals. Ah, that's why. Habanero, or like, hold on, let me get my thought together before I speak. My parents had a jalapeno margarita at one point, so I guess there's probably a sort of market for spicy stuff like that. I've never really heard about it until I heard about the jalapeno margarita, and that was like 2 years ago. You need to get a place to make it. TTV and FDA approved. And then you need to get the MA license. It's quite a process. And I assume they don't just like come out whenever. You've got to schedule it and get the whole process. And they might have to do more than one trip. And then if there's stuff you have to fix, you got to do them. You got to get them again, and then it's like another month process or something probably. There's a name for it. It's called capsicum. Oh, for like spicy alcoholic stuff. Capsicum. Oh, jalapeno. There's a Reddit thread for it. Wow. In r/mead. There's a post for it. Sorry, not a form of mead made with chili peppers. Interesting. Okay. Made with peppers. Okay, okay. I guess. So I guess if it's made with like, if it's made with a bell pepper, does it technically count as capsicum? Or does it specifically have to be spicy, I wonder? The legal terminology for mead and peppers. Oh yeah, yeah. Hot or mild? Okay. I saw the definition I found was it did. Oh, that's a Wikipedia though. It's Wiktionary. It does specifically say chili peppers, but it's probably old or an opinion. Can I do that? No. Magic. Magic and technology. That kind of worked. And it does have the correct identity for that. The ID is correct. Nice. Woo. You've just won the lottery for $500 million. How do you feel? Wow. Woohoo. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. Thinking about going back to work on the Unity Pokemon game. Kind of procrastinating because you have to write a script that downloads everything and stores it back into a local database. Oh, downloads everything? Is it a... like, asset-wise, or... there. Okay. Oh, you have to download all of the Pokemon from the online database. I see. You know, at one point in time, I decided I was going to take up the task of trying to make a database for Monster Hunter stuff. But they keep changing it every game. So I'm going to have to figure out a better way to go about it. I could easily do it if I could ever figure out a way to I'd have to make like individual columns, I guess, for every single game's gimmicks. And then if it's, or I'd have to make separate database tables for every single game. That's probably how it would go. That'd be real handy. That would be a good step towards getting that calculator that I really wanted to make done. And maybe by the next game or the DLC for Monster Hunter Wilds, it would actually work if I started it now. Making the database, I mean. Database isn't that large or impressive. Do you think they use data mining to get most of that? Like out of the, like grab a ROM or something and then just export all the information? Or do you think that they manually input all of that? I'm kind of liking this jazz kick, and this radio is really nice. I can never tell when it actually moves over. They skim the data off Bulbapedia. That makes sense. That's a smart way to do it. Where does Bulbapedia get their information? I guess that's a community-driven thing, though. Bulbapedia is probably a bunch of people compiling information. So I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't have to automate that in any way. Oh, whoops. That's a scene. I don't want that. I don't like that. That's not good. I need to go make some more placeholder sprites, I guess. And then just rename them later to final. What time is it? 5:30? Okay, yeah. I think I have like an hour left that I can stream for today. Or that I can, let me make sure. I might only have 30 minutes. I have 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I only have 30 minutes left. My bad. I will be doing Valheim later, but for now, unfortunately, I've got a limited time today. So let's deselect an inventory space. You gotta make a web crawler? Okay. Or I guess a page crawler. It would probably be an easier way to do it if you could just grab the information from somebody that's already got it down. That's kind of what I was looking to do, I think, when I was thinking about the calculator. Was the F Extra Life. Yeah, the F Extra Life Wikipedia for Monster Hunter. It's not a Wikipedia, it's a wiki. Calm down, me. Everything has names and you are... Yeah, I guess so. It's like the... It's a death note for the internet. I need a name and a URL. This is not where I need to be. I need to be in inventory space. Globals dot current selected inventory space is equal to self. Not self modulate, just self. Can I do that check? Is that legal? Implode. Start with one thing at a time, move through the list. Once you get that, the rest will be easy. Sounds about right. I mean, if you never start on it, it's definitely never gonna happen, right? There's only one way to move forward. I honestly, I was considering not even doing this jam after the first day, because I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm going to make any progress on it. But I'm moving forward anyway. Heck. A while ago, I was like, man, can I even program? Still doing it. Whether I'm good at it or not, I'm still doing it. I need to rename this. I think I need 2 signals. on space selected. And then an on space deselected. I think that's what I need to do. I don't think I need to pass anything for the deselection. I had to change this in inventory. Why is there no red? Yeah, that was interesting. That didn't exist anymore. I guess it doesn't know whether it exists or not. It was probably a gray line. Oh, it is a gray line. Yeah. And then I can have a function here that's deselect inventory space. Globals. I gotta take my own advice. Part of the reason I haven't tried to apply for any jobs yet is because I don't know if I'm gonna get hired. But I definitely won't get hired if I don't actually put out a resume. I gotta start rubbing elbows. And also talking to people and sending out my resume to employers. And then I'll rub their elbows, and they'll be super uncomfortable. Perfect plan. They'll be so intimidated, they'll give me the job. That'll only happen if it's already selected. So if this is the same as the one that was there, it'll call it. Otherwise, it'll ignore it. So if I... Yeah, that should be correct. I think this will work. Do I need to do anything with this otherwise? I think that's it. I could just set that to null and it's fine. For right now. I don't have any visuals that can change. Actually here, let me print. Deselecting inventory space. Click up, click up, click up. It doesn't like that. Do I need to reload? No. What happened? Not deselecting, huh? It doesn't like that at all. Let's put a breakpoint in here and see what's happening then. Well, you know what? Actually, I know part of the problem. I know exactly the problem. I never connected this. It isn't real. I don't need to select all of that. I need to deselect all of that, obviously. Da 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 da. Maybe I should make it a toggle switch instead. I don't know if that was really loud. I apologize if it was. I'm kinda loud in general for some reason. I still haven't exactly figured out why, but I feel like I feel like my microphone is now much more sensitive than it once was, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Unless it's always been this sensitive, and I've just never noticed. But I'm just casually jumping into the red, talking the way that I am. La 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 la. That's silly. The memes. Good memes. Is there a way to detect? Let's see. I want to attempt to set up a situation where I can click on an item in the inventory, click on an object that doesn't use it, and if it doesn't work out, it will deselect that inventory space. But maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that. Because it's like, oh, obviously they still probably want to use that thing. So click, 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 click. It'd be really easy to brute force if I left it that way. Although this isn't meant to be a very difficult game, I guess. I don't know exactly how I'd set that up because except for this point right here in the interaction, the interactive objects never know about the inventory. Technically, they don't know about the inventory still. They just know that they've had something interact with them. It's passing them an ID of an item, which I've called object, which is wrong. It's passing them an item, and it says, can I do anything with this? No, I can't do anything with that. So I could instead have... I could have a signal item not used. And then maybe once an item becomes a selected object, it connects to the item not used signal. Adding and removing signals on the fly is probably a no-no. Just the same as it is for events. If I can get it so that it always times correctly, though, it will be no big deal. Heck. I'm not sure how to go about this. I could do the emission. No. I shouldn't set it up once you try to actually perform the connection. It should probably be whenever it becomes a selected item in the inventory. It should connect to all the objects. Why did I have to make an inventory? Why couldn't I have just done it with the world instead? I feel like that would be just about as hard, though. That would be a lot of states per object that I'd have to untangle. With this, there are a lot of states per object still, but... well, I guess... There's a lot of states in total, but there's few states per object. There's few states that an object can be in. The interactions have their own states, I guess. Or their own, results. Which I guess increases some sort of state. Beanbag. I don't know about that. I do not know. I can give it a shot, I guess. Sitting around here mulling over whether I'm going to do it or not is definitely not going to get it done. But that means I also have to do this for everything that I come across. I could make this signal, I guess, part of the base. So signal could be in interactive object instead. Hopefully this won't do what I think it might do, which is emit the signal for everything. It's very possible that it could, and I hope it doesn't. Well, now I have to have a signal, I guess, for when it becomes... Well, maybe the inventory can connect it for it. On selection. Or maybe global can select it? No, maybe not, because it needs to know the space. Global stores the space. Maybe it doesn't need to be a signal then. I don't have access to the inventory from these, though. Maybe inventory... connect deselect inventory space. But it still has to do it for all of them. So it'd be like a for in. Oh wait, no, it's not a... They're individual things right now. I don't have them stored in an array or anything. Maybe that was part of my mistake there. Maybe I can do this on ready. Since deselecting just removes whatever the current thing is, I don't need to know what it is. I can just do it here. Yeah? Right? Hold on, did I clear everything? I did. Okay, good. And then I don't need to remove it then later. Yeah, I don't need to remove it later. I can just keep it open. Perfect. Let's see if this works. Oh, shoot. Okay, that worked out. It didn't work out entirely because my toolbox states, I think, are a little confused. Because I don't have an is opened. This one doesn't have anything for just clicking on it after it's open too. Toolbox is open and empty. Wait, hold on. This should already be checking for if there's something selected, right? Yeah, if inventory item selected, then run object interaction. Why is it not doing the deselection? Oh well. These states are close to being done at least. I think. We're gonna remove that. I'll check in with that next time. I will be doing Valheim tonight, but for right now, I will have to go. I think in about 2 hours ish, we'll be starting Valheim. I have to go grab some food. Ugh. And stop thinking. Forever. Is anybody that I can raid? This is a weird hour for me to be ending stream today. Who's online? I love you, Vinny. Don't stop being amazing. Who do we have online right now? Quellis Dev is online, doing some Godot stuff as well. Snakeless stream. I don't know what that means. I think 24 symbol used to read into them. Oh, Zoosh is online. She's a bit more high energy than I am, but she's doing some art today. Well, right now she's on a BRB though. Himpuli is doing some stuff. This is the, oh no, he's playing a game called Environmental Station Alpha, I think. Is he playing or is he making? Himpuli is the developer for Baba Is You. For those of you uninitiated. To that. I think he's making something called Environmental Station Alpha. I don't know what program that is, though. I don't know if he's listening to music on high speed, or if that's just what the music sounds like. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's go say hi. Is Zoosh actually back from her BRB, or is she still... No, she's still burping. Oh, she just came back from the BRB. Hey! Zoosh it is! I think she might be listening to Hatsune Miku. Let's go say hi to Zubi. I'll be back later. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by, everybody. I forgot that they didn't have the bot on last time, so those raid messages didn't appear the last time I raided into somebody. But they're here now. Alright. Let me get out of here. I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll be back in like 2 hours. Take care. Let's go say hi to Zoosh. Goodbye.